Hey guys, and welcome to the Arzen channel. So a little over a week ago, the Nintendo Switch Lite has been released. I wanted to get my hands on it as early as I could, but it wasn't available at the place where I was living at. But finally, before yesterday, I got my hands on it and I want to explore today who was in Nintendo's mind when they were making this handheld and how it fares up against or with the Nintendo Switch. Is it really the companion handheld for the Nintendo Switch? Is it really more portable? Now let's get into that. Here you have the handheld, the main star of the show. And then we have the manual and a surface card, which I'll keep here on the side. And the charger. Yeah, this is full-size charger. I was actually worrying about it being smaller than the other one, but it's actually the full-size charger of the Nintendo Switch. They didn't cut corners on that one.
A few moments later.
Now after a couple of updates and setups and transfers, I finally was able to get my profile to work on my Nintendo Switch. And I started playing a couple of games. Well, the first impression I had is the handheld feels great in my hand. I can play these games for hours on end without a problem. So, since I've owned the Nintendo Switch, the original one, for over 2 years, I can say for a fact that the battery life isn't that great. It goes from 2.5 to 6.5 hours, depending on how you use your Nintendo Switch. In my case, mostly it is 2.5 hours or a little bit more. Now, the second revision of the Nintendo Switch does have a colossal battery pack. It goes from between 4.5 hours to 9 hours. But a good thing about the old Switch is the fact that you can get a battery case. That is a great addition, and everyone should have it if they want to play for long terms on end. Gets a little bit too heavy for long playing sessions, but definitely will keep you in touch with the fun for longer. The Nintendo Switch Lite is in a sweet spot between the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Revised. It goes from 3 to 7 hours depending on your usage. So I hope that another third party company will release a battery pack case for the Nintendo Switch Lite as well.
Eventually.
So I've used my Switch for over 2 years, and now after using the Switch Lite for a while, I noticed a couple of differences between them. First of all, the obvious one is the size difference. The length is different by the length of a whole Joy-Con. And when we talk about the height, it's also significant. Another big difference is the weight. The Nintendo Switch Lite weighs a lot less than the Nintendo Switch. And also, the Nintendo Switch feels a lot more sturdy than the Nintendo Switch over here. That's because the Joy-Cons do not slide off. These are just controls, not Joy-Cons. Now, another thing that we notice is that there is no kickstand on the back of the Nintendo Switch. The SD card just has a flap over here, not below the kickstand that was supposed to be here. But you're able to just get a small kickstand separately if you want to play it in tabletop mode. If you don't have a regular Switch and you want to play with friends, that's possible as well, because you can just pair some Joy-Cons with this Switch as well. But a trade-off that most of you guys already know is that you cannot plug it into your TV and then play games on it on the big screen. Let's talk about the screen for a second. The screens both are very nice. A thing lacking in the Nintendo Switch Lite is the automatic brightness feature. That's because it does not have a light detecting camera in front, this one over here. But on the bright side, the Nintendo Switch Lite has more popping colors and is a little bit more bright than the Nintendo Switch OG. Another thing that I noticed is that the buttons here are a lot softer compared to the resistive ABXY buttons on the Nintendo Switch. Of course, the D-pad has been changed to a plus version, and not these separate versions, because you do not slide out these controls, of course. An unfortunate thing that I did find out is if you transfer your profile from the old Switch to the new Switch, it will be wiped from the old Switch. I intend on using both of them. This one I wanted to use it on the go, and the other one I wanted to use it at home and then continue playing, because this one does have a little bit more of battery juice and is a lot lighter, and you can slide it into your pockets more easily than this one. This is pretty much a perfect portable. Well, in this case, it's kind of a tablet, a portable hybrid thing. That's why I mostly probably will play my games on the Nintendo Switch Lite. For the rest, my experiences with the Nintendo Switch Lite has been stellar, except for that profile transfer thingy. That's quite a bummer, I would say. But this is just a software issue, and Nintendo might be able to update that later on if they have a change of heart, because in that way, this Nintendo Switch Lite would be a perfect companion to your already existing Nintendo Switch, if you do have one. So now, my verdict is, if this is your first Switch that you are about to own, then I think you'll have to make a choice here. If you like to play and sit on the couch, chill out with your homies, and then play some Super Smash Bros. On the widescreen television, then yeah, I guess the Nintendo Switch, the OG version, will be for you. But if you're the type of person that commutes a lot and needs it to be as portable as possible, then the Nintendo Switch Lite is godsend. So it's a great addition to the family, but it has more potential of being the perfect companion by adding the profile on both handhelds. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, check out the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.